and everything going here so that we're all good. And it's thinking. So I hope it did all of that. I don't know, I hit a different button this time. So I think it says I've only been live for like 18 seconds, so I don't know if you guys heard all that beginning stuff. We're going to pretend like you did, and we will see how that goes. So welcome to Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy, and happy Mother's Day, because we should celebrate all week, all month, all year. Yesterday, I showed you guys this quick and simple, cute little gift card holder. I've had a few requests for gift cards, and they are going to be local, like porch pickups. So I'm able to do them like in a square because I wouldn't mail this. But this is just something simple. It's definitely not mailable because it's not secure enough with like overlaps and stuff. But this just tucks down in there with the little gift certificate. So cute little simple thing. You can do this for anything. So I just wanted to show you guys how I did that so that you could see and you could make it and slide anything in there. Do the little project with your kids or anything like that. So let me know if you are on. Did you hear my first intro or not? Because I'm not sure when this started since I hit a button differently. So to make this, to be honest, I completely wung it, if that's a word. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just share those details and everything with you because I did it. Like, then I looked it up and I saw like some pictures and I didn't want to do it like that because I didn't want to put creases down the middle of my envelope and things like that. So I just selected a number and it happened to work. So I did 8 inches. So I took a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper and cut an 8-inch square. And then I found the center, and you can use either side. And the fun thing about this is you actually do get to see both sides. So that's super fun. But we can pick whichever side. So what I do is I place it into my paper trimmer at 4 inches because then I know that the center is here in the cut. And I look at the 4 inches here and then I make a mark right there. And the only thing that I could get to go like all the way down in there was this pencil because I can click the lead out extra far and just put like a small little dot. Like a pen didn't actually go down all the way. So I just used a pencil. So I just made a little dot there and then I folded it. So I took this corner in to that dot and creased it. Oh, I think I want to go the other way. That's okay. I actually think we're going to go with this. So I just creased that. Take this one in, the opposing side, and crease that one. I have purple ribbon that I think will match this, so I think I'll go with the purple ribbon rather than the real red satin that I used for this one. And then now you're just going to bring the other 2 ends up too. And like if you don't get your creases all the way, some of them might overlap a little bit more than others. Again, this is just a quick and simple little envelope. Like I said, it's not something that I would mail. I will say one of the other things that I did do is after I did those first 2, I actually brought in my my paper trimmer and lined it up where that corner was, you know, like right here to right there. I lined that up and then I took my score blade and I scored so that I would have that nice clean cut, or not cut, score. And it just made it easier. That one's got a little like foo-foo on the corner. So yeah, quick, simple, little bitty thing. There's a couple different ways that you can like seal it closed. So what I did is, see that one overlaps and the other one does not. There we go. So what I did was I wrapped a ribbon around it. I'm going to grab, oh, it's over here now. Well, I don't really want to use striped ribbon because it's polka dots, or do I? No. You know what I actually want to use? I want to use this pretty stuff. Because how gorgeous is that? Purple and yellow together. With this, I might actually, since it's so like light and fluffy, I might actually put a little dab of adhesive on the back, but on the other one I did not. And this one's already cut, so I'm not really concerned about how much I'm using in length. But bring it around, and like we'll just say that this down here is my bottom. You can pick and choose whichever one you want. Add a little adhesive across there. And press your ribbon into it. And either trim or, cut it off the spool right there. Bring the other one and do the same. Just stick it like, it's not like super stuck because it's just a little dab of adhesive. And then you can take any sort of label of your choice. This one I just use the Label Me Lovely punch and punched it. And I don't have a greeting for this one. I don't know what I want to use for this one. So I'm just going to show you how I did it instead of actually completing it, I think, because I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I don't know that I want to use it for Mother's Day because I don't know if I need another Mother's Day one. But I stamped my greeting on there, and then I added dimensionals all around, like in a U shape, and then I stuck it down here. And so that helps to seal the ribbon. It helps to seal the 3 bottom ones, and then it leaves that top piece so that you have that little flap to be able to hide it under, like that. The other thing is if you do feel like your 3 little pieces aren't secure enough, then you can always take a piece of scrap paper, like here's just a little random strip, and I'm just going to cut off a little piece, add a whole bunch of adhesive to it, and then I'm going to slide this down in there, face up, so that the adhesive then sticks to all 3 of those things. So you can see it right there. So it's helping to secure all of those. I don't know how well you can see it there. So that's the other option that you can do. And then again, you would still put your little greeting panel over the top. So super cute. You can see, I don't know how well you can see it down in there. If you are on and watching, give me a shout out so that I know, because no one's commented and I'm like 8 minutes in and I don't know if it's working since I hit a different button than I normally do. So what are you going to do? It's kind of been a crazy day like that. But it is Wednesday, so we're halfway through the week. We're getting there. I kind of feel like I'm surprised it's Wednesday already. Like this week is going fast, but then I'm also like, no, it's going the same pace. So that is a cute and simple little way to make an easy gift card holder. So not a lot of craziness. Okay, so I'm starting to see people. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie, both of you. We have 2 Debbies on, so that's fabulous. Okay, so that is the gift card holder that I wanted to show you. Then I have these cards. This is Lovely Lipstick, and these are the leftovers from yesterday that we didn't make. And I'm going to make these into Mother's Day cards. I'm going to write them out today, And all of my Mother's Day cards are going in the mail today, which means they're probably going to go out tomorrow because by the time I get them done. And hopefully they get there on time. So I'm capping it off as today is the last day I'm making Mother's Day cards because one, I have a whole bunch, so I probably really don't need any more. And two, I want to get them in the mail so that they arrive on time, hopefully. So today is my last day of making Mother's Day cards. So this is just an 8.5 by 11 sheet cut in half at 5.5. I always feel like whenever I say that, I'm just saying like half rapid fire. So then I feel like, did I say that right? Did I get those measurements? But I did. Hi, Beth. Welcome. I'm going to move my stuff off of so I can see my comments, and since they don't scroll on their own. And sometimes it's hard to stamp and talk and read the comments. So that's why I get those little pauses where I'm like, what? But I hope you guys all understand. I love reading your comments. I feel like we're actually all together having a little stamp chat time, and it's awesome. But even if you're watching the replay, I love reading your comments too. So definitely always leave comments, whether you're watching it live or the replay or the uploaded to YouTube version as well. So I love all of you guys. You are amazing, and I'm so grateful for social media to be able to gather during times like these because it keeps me sane. Hence why this is called Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. So there's all of our card bases in lovely lipstick. And then now I'm going to go ahead and cut a whole bunch of white pieces so that we can layer on the white. Yesterday we made cards with the pineapple punch. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. So I'm making this white layer to be 4 inches by 5 1/4, which is just 1/4 inch in from the card base. I typically like to work on 1/4 inches because it's just easier that way. And it's easier for me to find it on my paper trimmer. Like finding 1/8, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just a hot mess. So I'm not as big of a fan of doing 1/8, although I do it every once in a while because I just want that smaller look or that little layer or, you know, whatever it might be. So it still happens. As always, the question of the day is, what's everybody having for supper? So enlighten me. We have chicken out, and I don't know what we're going to have with it. I feel like we have chicken all the time. And that's because we do. But now I'm starting to get nervous that meat is going to be on a complete shortage and I'm not going to get any food. And that makes me scared. Okay. I do like this flower. I like all flowers. This paper is the Best Dressed Designer Series paper. It is still available and it is gorgeous. So I highly recommend. I am cutting 4x4 squares from the 6x6 piece. So then this last little bit, I'm actually going to cut in half. It is a 2x4 piece, and I'm cutting it into 1-inch strips so that I can use it to decorate the inside of my cards. So I think I need more than 4 pieces. Ooh, this one is my other favorite. But I don't think I have 4 sheets of that. So I like this one too. That might be a 4. That is not 4x4. That isn't either. Okay, so we're going to do these 2 sheets too and see how much that gets us. And otherwise we might just have to use these little extra strips. How many pieces of paper? Are you cutting at a time? With the Stampin' trimmer, I typically cut 2. When it comes to designer paper, sometimes you can cut a little bit more. But yeah, I usually do 2 at a time. Unless it's something really like small and fine tuning, then I usually do a little bit, like I'll just do 1 sheet, but it kind of depends. Sloppy Joes tonight. That's kind of a new one. I feel like no one said that. Everybody always says meatloaf, it seems like, every single week. But Sloppy Joes is somewhat similar, actually. I feel like we're the only ones who eat chicken all the time. Am I crazy? You guys are always saying like meatloaf or hamburgers or Sloppy Joes. Where's my chicken lovers out there? We love chicken. I think Claire could live off of chicken and broccoli. So now I'm just adding this Designer Series paper piece to the bottom of the Whisper White. So then it's got that nice little piece at the top so that I can stamp my Happy Mother's Day greeting. And remember, it's always easier to make cards in multiples than making them one at a time. So here I just adhered all of them or put adhesive on all of them and sticking them down. This one has a smidge of an overhang. I always check for that like little bit. Philly cheesesteak casserole, tell me more. Oh, that sounds amazing. I like Philly cheesesteaks, but I guess I have to say, if I tell you, you guys will all make fun of me. So I like a Philly cheesesteak, but I really just like the meat and cheese. I don't like the onions and peppers. Does that make it not a Philly cheesesteak anymore? But I do get it with mushrooms, like sauteed mushrooms on it whenever we go to Penn Station, is it? That has a really good Philly cheesesteak. But it's okay. If it's not a Philly cheesesteak, whenever you don't have the peppers and onions, I guess I'll say that I don't eat a Philly cheesesteak. So then these little 1-inch strips, I'm just adding to the top and bottom of the Whisper White, which will go on the inside of the card. Oh, it's good. So that's what the inside is going to look like. What is everybody's favorite fair or carnival or festival or whatever you want to call it? Okay, so that's a cheesesteak. It's not a Philly cheesesteak. You know, I've always wondered, I've heard people call it a cheesesteak, and I'm like, I don't even know what a cheesesteak is. That just sounds like nothing but cheese, which I'm perfectly on board with. I absolutely love cheese. It's the greatest. When people told me that, like, nursing Claire, that she might have a dairy allergy, she never really did, and I might have to give up dairy, I was like, I think I might have to give up nursing her. But we were all good. No worries. And she used to love cheese. She had it every single day. She would eat like little cubes of cheese, and then I don't know what happened. I'm going to say maybe something at school. I've been meaning to like ask her teacher, like, did she like choke on a piece of cheese and get traumatized forever or something? But yeah, she was eating it. I was like, she would have her chicken and then a little thing of cubed up cheese and her fruit and her little crackers. And I mean, it was like a little bit before school ever ended and we went into this crazy lockdown. But yeah, she won't eat cheese anymore. I don't know what happened. It's the craziest thing. But at least now I know that if I ever need to order one, I need to order a cheese steak and not a Philly cheese steak. Thanks for the heads up on that one. Pulled pork sounds good. We are so excited that our favorite smokehouse opened back up. So now we can get pulled pork, smoked turkey, all of that. I already put adhesive on these two little strips, which is why I'm holding them in my hands to cut more white. I feel like my mind has just been blown by knowing that I now eat cheese steak instead of Philly cheese steak, because I always really wondered what that was. Debbie, you're amazing. You have enlightened me with great knowledge. And I'm just glad to know that I'm not alone, because if it's something that's orderable on a menu, that means there's other people who like just the meat and cheese. Yeah, I'm totally the girl who like gets a burger and I always say I want it plain. I really just want the meat and cheese. I don't want the accoutrements, I think is sometimes what they call it. Maybe not. Maybe that's something else, but I think that's right. Oh, you're just guessing. Well, you know what? You're amazing anyway. And we're just going to go with that. You didn't have to tell me that. But that's funny. Okay. Now we are ready for stamping and assembling, and I need to make sure I line up all of my things correctly with the two of those. So this one, I think I'm going to stamp in the lovely lipstick as well. There we go. And we're just going to stamp Happy Mother's Day. I don't feel like I have any crazy Mother's Day stories to tell you guys, or crazy mother stories to tell you. Hi, Carolyn. Yesterday I told you guys all my birth story for Claire. If you have any story conversations that you would like me to chat about, I should probably just close this. Let's be honest. Safety with the ink. Okay, and then I'm going to use this gorgeous ribbon because I absolutely love this ribbon and I'm sad that it's retiring. And it fits so perfectly with this paper that's also retiring. This is the Best Dressed Designer Series paper. And this ribbon is the Petal Pink Metallic Edge ribbon. Gorgeous. You know what would really be fabulous with this is champagne rhinestones, because I'm pretty sure this pink is like champagne-y. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Are you still cleaning like crazy? I'm so jealous. I wish I was cleaning and organizing. Yeah, I see like so many people are doing all these like projects where they're cleaning and organizing their house, and I wish I could be doing that. But it's so hard to do it with Claire. Now I can't even wash the dishes without her wanting to help. I say that oh so lightly, because washing the dishes and then scrubbing the floors or cleaning up the whirlpool of a mess isn't really helping. We did buy a trampoline and set it up last night, and she is in love, but we are having some slight problems with the fact that, one, she wants us to get in there with her, and it's a kid's trampoline. So it absolutely breaks my heart when she's like crying and saying, up, up, jump. Oh, I wish I could, honey, but I'm too big. The other thing is stopping her from jumping near bedtime. So last night we had to actually like shut the door to her playroom and be like, you can't go in your playroom and play because we need to be winding down for bedtime. Never really thought that was going to happen, but guess we've never had a trampoline before either. But she absolutely loves the thing. Almost 38 years. That's insane. We haven't even been in our house for 38 months. We have been in our house for 38 days, though. We moved in October. So, of course, this year is like all a year of like firsts. Like, I'm so excited to have a yard that we get to, you know, call our own and not share with our neighbors. And, yeah, but lawn care and landscaping has been fun, especially with a toddler who just wants to be pushed in a swing. Why don't they make like big kid swings that, you know, you can plug in? So she actually calls it a Wii. So she, like whenever she's just yelling, wee, wee, it has nothing to do with going potty or playing video games. It's swinging. So yeah. And then now her other thing is sit. So I guess we obviously tell her a lot, sit down. And so she tells us, like whenever she wants us to play, sit down, sit down. And so we have like lawn chairs and stuff out on the patio. And so she wants us to sit down and push her in the swing. So sit down, push, sit down, push. So yeah, that's just an ongoing thing. So, and while it sounds fabulous to just sit and push a toddler all day on the swing, I have such a internal struggle where I want to get things done and be doing something, and in my head is my to-do list. So to sit there and just push her sometimes kills me, but especially like in the middle of the day. Like at the end of the day, I'm kind of like, okay, like, you know, let's just relax and do it. But especially when we're in the middle of a project too. Like I'm starting to like work on the yard and I just want to finish it before the sun goes down. And she's like, sit down. I'm like, can I just wind it up? So here is the finished card. So I stamped that greeting up top. And I did it a little bit off to the side so that I can put like a little like jewel or rhinestone or something over there. Tied the ribbon around, added adhesive, and stuck it down. I did coordinate the inside to be that same one. So let's do this one. You could also add this to the card front with dimensionals, just to add a little texture to the card. But that's all personal preference. I know you guys are probably all surprised that I'm not doing it since I'm such a dimensional overuser, but it's easier and quicker for me to just add the adhesive and go on than picking all the little backs off and stuff. Hi, Becky. Cam says the same thing. Okay, well, it's totally a 2-year-old thing. But yeah, sit, play. That's so cute. Yeah, it's cute whenever it's somebody else's child. No, I love it. It's the sweetest thing. Like I said, it breaks my heart that we can't jump in the trampoline with her. So like we even like crawl in the like zipper opening and just kind of like rest. But that bar cuts right into you. Somebody wasn't thinking whenever they made that. No, there is a nice cushion around it, but to lean in on that bar is not fun. So today I said Ziggy is her little monkey that she loves. And so I said, has Ziggy jumped in the trampoline yet? You should take him in the trampoline. So she threw him in the trampoline like, here, have fun, jump. And then got in and so I picked him up and I jumped him inside the trampoline. And yeah, it was like she was jumping with a friend. So it worked. the one thing is I had to completely rearrange the playroom because of the trampoline. It's an indoor trampoline and it's 5 feet. So we rearranged the playroom. I wanted it in a different corner than it was currently in. I mean, it was kind of like personal preference, but yeah, we did that. Actually, I did that while Brad was putting her to bed last night. I was like, I kind of want to do this before I go downstairs and work. And then I was like, or I should just wait till he's done putting her down and then he can help me. And I just wanted it done, so. I know, I'm trying to soak up all the moments. And while there's so many that are frustrating, as with anything, yeah, I love it. Sometimes I'm like, do we play with her too much? Do we give her too much attention? I don't know. But on the other hand, I'm glad that we're doing that and not, shoving electronics in front of her face or anything like that. I mean, I'm not saying that we don't. She definitely watches a lot of Elmo, and other shows, but they're also teaching her the alphabet. And whenever I teach her the alphabet and sing it, then she says, good job. I'm like, thanks. She's a sweetheart. I think one of my biggest thoughts then is like, will we be able to give a second child as much attention as we are giving her? And then that breaks my heart to think that we might not be able to because we'll have 2. So I don't know. It's just, the overthinking mom brain. Okay, so I need how many more? 4 more. So there's 1. Most of these are purple instead of the pink. Oh wait, here's more. Here's a lot more. So I can do this one. Or I could do the stripes. But I think I'm going to do this one. Ooh, no. I don't think that matches. What do you guys think? You just went through and took out all the baby toys. So I take out a lot of toys. Or not a lot, but I take them out. I'm like, has she played with this? Do we need to take that out? Do we need to make more room? So yeah, that, I almost feel like I want to do this yellow. I don't know. Why is this such a hard decision? Maybe I should just do this one. And then I feel like, of course, as I go to take them out, then she wants to play with them again. But I took 2 toys out the other day and set them next to the closet door because I was going to put them away in the closet. And they were both still sitting there together, like the one toy was in the other toy. And, 4 pieces of designer paper, and I didn't push hard enough. But they were all still sitting there, so I was like, that's totally a sign that she's not playing with those. I also have this thing where, I want to clean up her stamp, or me and my husband both call the playroom the stamp room. And I can't figure out why. Because the playroom here at this house has never been the stamp room. And the playroom at the old house was not the stamp room either. We didn't have a playroom at the old house. But we both do it. He does it all the time. Every time he talks about the playroom, he pretty much calls it the stamp room. Maybe this is just because this is the, adult playroom. Ooh, that might not sound right. Anyway, this is my playroom, and that is her playroom. But yeah, we always call it the stamp room, and here I just did it too. So that's kind of crazy. But I always feel like I need to clean it up because she, it's so messy that she can't, see where the toys are or know what to play with. I don't know. I think maybe that's just me being crazy, and because I like to keep things organized and clean is probably the real reason. But yeah, I always kind of like to tidy it up so it's like she can like make a fresh mess again. That might just be the neat freak, cleaning freak in me. So there's this one. Guess I better be watching my time for 1 o'clock so that I can go put her down for her nap. But I need to finish the last of my Mother's Day cards and using up all of this paper. This is the Retiring in Color Lovely Lipstick. And actually everything here is retiring except for the stamp set. So definitely want to get it before they're gone. The stamp set that I'm using is called Strong and Beautiful. And I actually did an entire class with more detailed cards. I did a virtual class. So if you would like to check out that virtual class, I can always leave a link in the description box down below so that you guys can see that. Or you can just go to laurastamppad.com and then click on Laura's virtual classes. So with that class, you get me stamping with you in real time. So we're putting together the cards at the exact same time. I'm not doing it like super fast or crazy or anything, or at least I don't think I am. And we're just putting together the cards, and I'm going through and giving you all the dimensions, all the instructions, all the tips and tricks. Since I do all that videoing, then some of them even have, like, I mean, it's the real deal, as if you came and stamped a class with me, because I've made mistakes and then I show you how to fix them, and I change it up because I made a mistake or anything like that. So they're definitely worth it for all the tips and tricks and everything. And then, of course, those projects. So 2 of the classes, like typically I do a class with 5 cards, but the Strong and Beautiful class, which is kind of like a Mother's Day card class, is actually 6 cards because I couldn't stop at 5, which happens every once in a while. You know how you just get on a roll and you get excited? Couldn't stop at 5, so there's a bonus 6th card into that class. And I give all the measurements and everything, all the supplies used. But of course, you could always substitute any of the supplies for, a greeting stamp set of your choice or anything. Just the same way that you could take this same card that I'm doing today and stamp Happy Birthday on there. Or you could stamp Thinking of You, or You Are So Loved, or Congratulations. Any of those greetings would still work to make a fabulous card. And I offer a lot of those substitution ideas in the video as well. And just to give you a little heads up on the time, so I'm definitely not flying through them like I can fly through these because it's multiples. So the classes, I think, are all an hour long, just going through everything. So definitely don't feel bad that I might be like going too fast for you or anything. And since you're the one watching it and buying it, you can pause it at any time, which is the super cool thing, because with the virtual classes, you can take the class as many times as you want. You can take it at home or at a friend's house when we're done with the social distancing. On vacation, you can take it with you anywhere you want. You can do it in your PJs. You can do it in your fine dining, elegant dress. You can do it however you want. And you can always hit pause. So you could do 2 of the cards and then say, I'm ready for bed, or the baby woke up from a nap or anything like that. And then pick up right where you left off and do the last 3 cards, or 3 and 3, depending on which class you're doing on if there's 5 or if there's only 3 or 5 or if there's 6. I can't count today. So yeah, you can always check out those. I have 3 right now, 3 virtual classes available. And the 4th one is coming. It will be a masculine card class with like Father's Day in mind. So since Father's Day is around the corner, but we're not going to look at Father's Day until first we celebrate Mother's Day. So definitely don't want to skip over my holidays yet. So right now we're going to enjoy Mother's Day. Let me make sure my comments are scrolling good so that I'm not missing out on something. Again, if you're just jumping on, welcome to Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. Let me know what you're having for supper tonight, because that's what we always like to chat about. And in case you guys all missed it in the very beginning, shout out to all of my nurses and teachers for Nurses Week, Nurse Appreciation, whatever that's called, and Teacher Appreciation Week. You guys are all amazing. And I'm sure moms are really thinking teachers are amazing right now, trying to do all of this homeschooling chaos right now. That is one thing. I'm glad that Claire is still little enough to not necessarily understand what's going on right now, because I can't imagine with some kids, questioning all of this and wondering. I know Claire misses her friends, but doesn't really know how to talk about it. We stopped by a friend of mine's and dropped off some stuff, and so they peeked in the car window at her, and the 2 kids' faces just absolutely lit up. It melted my heart. I wanted to cry. I was like, she misses her friend. I can't wait. I have to say, I can honestly say that I'm not really concerned about going out and getting something or doing something. I just can't wait to be with people again. I can't wait to see my stampers. I can't wait to have play dates so that Claire can see her friends and I can chat with the mamas, because we all need adult time, and it's play dates are just as much for the mamas as they are for the kids, I think. But yeah, I absolutely cannot wait. Friends and family, I can't wait. I actually always cut my husband's hair, so I cut his hair over the weekend, and he survived, and so did I. So I know that's kind of a struggle for some of you guys who have never cut hair before, or who have the long hair too going on. But okay, so I still need 2 more whites to finish these last 2 cards. Uh-oh, what happened? Why do I have extras? Did I mess? Oh, this one too. So I have 3 cards left that I need to add the insides to, but I'm also running out of time. So actually this one's the same one. Let's pick a different one. So here are the cards that we made. And if you're wondering why I'm making 1,000,001 Mother's Day cards, it's because I think all women should celebrate Mother's Day, as they are motherly to pets, to friends, neighbors, nieces, nephews, hope to be a mama someday. You just never know. So I want to wish all the women out there a happy Mother's Day. So I thought I would make some happy Mother's Day cards and send them to all of, just keep sending them until I run out, because I know a lot of women in my life, and so they can all get a Mother's Day card. So I'm going to write all these out hopefully this afternoon and tonight, but we shall see. I do really want to get them in the mail tomorrow, so I have until noon tomorrow technically. So I hope to get them done tonight, but we'll see how that goes. So I hope you guys all have bringing over chicken spaghetti. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Lisa. We do make chicken Alfredo lasagna, and it's amazing too. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Of course, you can always check me out on my blog, laurastamppad.com. And of course, you can check out my YouTube channel, Laura's Stamp Pad, and see lots of fun tips, tricks, ideas, my room tour, and lots of other fun things on there. So go check that out. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share with all of your friends, because it's always fun to chat and do daily dose of stamping therapy with all of you guys. I hope you guys all stay safe and healthy. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. My computer's all full of everything. I can't hit stop.